Hey there, math fans. Welcome to Test 6, Lesson 2. Swords ready? Let's begin the lesson.
So today's objectives are to continue patterns with decimals, calculate probability from a ratio, and know what polygons are.
So let's begin by continuing patterns with decimals. Here's a slightly trickier pattern. Pause the video here, take a look, and see if you can figure out the pattern rule and what should come next. So when I look, this starts with an increase, but then I have a decrease. So I have a double pattern rule here. I need to make sure that carries out. This is increase, decrease, increase, decrease, increase. My pattern rule seems to be consistent. Plus, minus, plus, presumably minus. Now, some of you might have had a bit of a moment of confusion right here. You see a 1 there? You have to remember that 1 is exactly the same as 1.0. Those are the same numbers. $1 is the same as writing it out as $1. Okay? That's why there's no decimals there. So now I can figure out my pattern. 1.2 to 1.3, that's not going to be multiplication. It's too small a jump. It's only plus 0.1. 1.3 to 1.1, again, can't be division, too small a jump, so that's minus 1.2. Let's just check and make sure, sorry, that is not minus 1.2, that is minus 0.2. Let's just check and make sure that pattern holds. So 1.1 plus 0.1 should give me the next number in the pattern, which is 1.2, and it does. And 1.2 take away 0.2 should give me the next pattern number, which is 1 or 1.0, which it does. I have found my pattern rule. So now I just need to finish the pattern. I was at a minus, so 1.1 take away 0.2 is going to give me 0.9. 0.9 plus 0.1 is going to bring me back up to 1. And then 1.0 take away 0.2 is going to give me 0.8. And I could have done that in my head because I know that 10 take away 2 is 8. There's my pattern. And our next objective, number 2, I can figure out probability from a ratio. We need to remember that ratio really just tells us how things exist in proportion to each other. So figuring out probability from ratio is quite simple because probability and ratio are related. Here's a really simple example. We have a bag with 5 apples, 3 oranges, and 4 bananas. That's the ratio. And we want to know the probability of choosing an apple at random. So here's all my fruit. So this is my ratio. As you can see, I have 5 apples, 4 bananas, 3 oranges. That's the ratio set up above. So to find out the probability of picking an apple, I just have to count up. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 apples. And my 5 apples are out of a total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces of fruit. So very simply, my probability of choosing an apple at random is 5 out of 12.
So here's your review for today, and what I'd like you to do is pause the video on this slide, do the review, and then hit play. So the first question is continue this pattern, 23.5, 22.5, 21.5, and do the next 2 numbers. And number 2, if a bag has 8 candy canes, 4 chocolates, and 6 oranges, if you dump out 9 pieces at random, how many would you expect to be chocolates? So pause here and finish those 2 questions and then come back, please. And our final objective for today is to know what polygons are. And for our final activity today, I'd like you to go watch this video. It is at www.tinyurl.com/mathanticspoly, which is short for polygon. So www.tinyurl.com/mathanticspoly. Go have a look at that, and you're done for today. See you tomorrow.